So, playing in the game, 2,000 points, playing against Evan with his 1,000 Suns. We are playing Overrun, mission number 31. Evan, what are you bringing today?
What did I say?
Mortarion,
Was it the 3?
10 rubrics, 5 spawn, 10 Terminators, Magnus, Demon Prince, 10 rubrics.
Oh yeah, the teal Demon Prince is right in the back. On my side, I got Scarabs, I got 2 doomarks sitting right here. I got my unit of 15 warriors with the shotguns. Another doomark with a command barge. My command barge has got the upgraded resurrection orb and the +3 to all of his auras and abilities. A unit of 15 long barrel guys. I got Saraz. I got a Scorptech Lord. My Scorptech Lord, his relics are -1 to damage profiles against him, and he gets +1 to his healing on living metal. A unit of 6 destroyers with a little like lobster boy, and another unit of 16 warriors with the short barrels, and a unit of scarabs under this corner. For secondaries, I am taking Banners, ABHOR the Witch, and Titanfall, or whatever the hell that is. And Evan, what are you taking?
Banners, growing them down, and bringing them down.
Bringing them down.
Everyone's
bringing them down! We're just bringing them down!
Going down.
Going down. You guys are going down. You're not Slanesh, but you're still going down.
You do the Titans off.
Alright, we'll see after Necron. Oh, I rolled 5. I got turn 1, so we'll see after Necron turn 1. Alright, so we just finished Necron's turn 1. I did my 6-inch move up. I threw down banners on my 3 points. I gave this unit +1 to hit, this unit +1 to hit, and this unit got +1 strength from Saras. In the shooting phase, all 3 doomarks tried to shoot at Mortarion, and I rolled 1s for 2 of my doomarks, and I rolled a 2 for the other one. So I actually only did like my piddly normal little tiny shots were the things that actually wounded Mortarion. So he took 3 wounds in the shooting phase. I spent 1 CP to to give them he doesn't suffer from cover. And then I re-rolled one of my 1s for to shoot, and it rolled into a 1. So there's been a lot of 1s on Doomark's side. Nothing else really happened. I did like what? 0 wounds to the Terminators?
Did 1 wound to the Terminators.
1 wound to the Terminators and 3 wounds to Mortarion. And we are off to 1,000 Suns turn 1. Alright, we just finished 1,000 Suns turn 1. Magnus and Red
Mortarion.
Mortarion.
Smash Brothers.
The Smash Brothers.
Smash and stuff.
Ran up the field, and Terminators and everything blew up these unit of warriors, allowing this guy to run in onto some doomarks. Magnus the Red also ran up to this doomark. So this one took 6 wounds in combat, and this one took 12 wounds. I did quantum shielding on this guy.
He's got 1 wound left.
No. You did 10 wounds and a mortal wound, plus 1 wound on top of that. You've done 12 wounds. I have 2 wounds left.
Sounds good.
In his psychic phase, he did, what was it, the stupid gate thing?
Infernal Gateway.
Infernal Gateway that killed like 1 warrior.
Managed to roll 5 ones.
And did 1 wound to almost everything. And
raise banners.
Yeah, he raised banners on that side. Raised banner on that side. He got 3 points for grinding down. We're off to Necron's turn 2. So we just finished Necron's turn 2. I scored 10 points for holding 3. I scored 3 points for banners. In my turn, my protocol was can fall back and shoot. I healed up my guys from living wounds. So my doomarks fell back across the board. My command barge went to here so that all my shit can shoot. Nothing really happened in the shooting. I probably did like 3 wounds to...
You did it fairly. You actually did about 8 wounds to him. He's got 5 left.
But nothing from the short wounds cannons.
No,
you did 10 wounds to him.
Okay. These guys fell back and shot at Magnus, which did 1 wound.
Where's all your
and these guys kind of just moved over. In the combat phase, my command barge charged in at this dude,
Mortarion. Morty McMort.
I ended up doing like 3 wounds with him in that combat. he did 2 wounds in return, and I failed both of my quantum shielding, which then he did 9 wounds and blew up the command barge. So, I mean...
I had to.
Bye!
CP reroll? What would that CP reroll would have been? Still dead. It's just ones. These dice only roll ones. And this Scorptech Lord failed his charge onto here because I rolled Snake Eyes to make that charge into there. So again, there's a common occurrence of a lot of ones.
Ones.
And we're off to Thousand Suns turn 2.
Turn 3. Turn 2.
Alright, so we just finished Thousand Suns turn 2. What's his asshole's name again?
Mortarion.
Mortarion charged in on these guys. I stood and shoot with my fully functional arc. The big gun did nothing. The small gun still did 1 wound.
So I'm having a really hard time getting those guys dead.
Yeah. The Magnus flew to the back there. In his spells, he got Weaver Fates on this guy. Mortarion failed to get any spells off. Spawns were moving up the field. These guys came over here to plant banners. Demon Prince is just being a demon asshole. The Terminators moved up and they blasted away my warriors on this side, and then those guys walked over there to also shoot at the warriors, and they did wounds, but
Holding
didn't
the
matter.
line.
Yeah, and so in combat over here, he did 7 wounds to my Doomark.
Splitting attacks, I think.
Splitting attacks across. This guy is still on. He just was making ward saves, going out of his style. And I think he did 2 wounds onto this one. So all my Doomarks are still alive. And we're off to Necrons turn 3. Alright, we just finished Necrons turn 3. I scored 10 for just sitting on my side of the table. I got 3 for banners. The Scorptech Lord moved up over to here. My destroyers moved up to Magnus. All my Doomarks fell back and my Scarabs moved up. Oh, I gotta roll to see if my Scarabs come back to life.
Three.
Just do that right now.
Get one of these.
Scarabs do not come back to life.
That's gonna finish the squad.
In the shooting phase,
Oh my god, it is.
I almost killed, what is it, Mortarion? I almost killed Mortarion, but Evan failed his armor save.
CP reroll for
And CP rerolled, he kept it, so that the Destroyer Lord had to go up into him, and so my Scarabs went into as well, and these guys went into Magnus. In the combat phase, these guys went first, and barely just took down Magnus in 1 round of combat. To the wound. So I scored 10 points for, 5 points for Abhor the Witch, and 10 points for Titan. And then he interrupted with Mortarion, and he put a couple attacks in on my Scorptech Lord, and then into my Scarabs. Only 1 wound made it through in the Scorptech Lord, doing 6 wounds, but since I got to negate one of the wounds on him, he got to survive. And my Scarabs, my Scorptech Lord just basically finished him off. And so I scored another 5 for Abhor the Witch, and another 2 for Titan Bring Down. So we are off to Thousand Suns turn 3. Alright, we just finished Thousand Suns turn 3. Basically, what is this? Chaos Spawn and his Demon Prince. Demon Prince flew to the middle and then time warped his ass on top of his building. Spawn ran up to the side of this building. Terminators ran into the middle of the field. These guys huffed it over to this zone. And those guys kind of ran behind the building. In the magic phase, he got -1 to hit off on these guys. His Demon Prince has got Demon Strength and Weaver. I think it was like those dudes over there took 1 wound from Perils.
They did.
And in combat, the spawn. Oh, I didn't do my attack from my thing. We should just do that right away because you walked into me. My tank. To see if my tank hits your Chaos Spawn back. No, nothing happens. He blew up my Scarabs and took out my Scorptech Lord.
Scorptech Lord came back.
Scorptech Lord came back with 3 wounds left on him. So in my turn, he's going to heal up another 2, and he's almost a fully functional Scorptech Lord. Evan got grinded down for 3. He hasn't blown up any other buildings. Buildings. Vehicles. And yeah, we'll give him his grind. Alright, so we just finished Necron's turn 4.
My guys are not objectives secured now that you killed the Demon Prince.
Oh, okay. That's cool. all my dudes basically just charged in onto the Demon Prince.
Yes, sir. Finish her up.
Shooting phase, I think I blew up one Terminator with Zeraz.
Sure.
And then yeah, my destroyers came in and killed the Demon Prince, and my shooting did nothing. I fucking did absolutely nothing. My one Doomark fell back, and then the other two shot in, doing absolutely nothing to the Demon Prince. And that's basically my turn. I killed the Demon Prince, scoring 5 points for Horde the Witch, and we're off to Thousand Suns turn 4.
For your cheeky fuck.
Alright, we just finished Thousand Suns turn 4. The spawns moved over to go punch my Doomark in the face. These guys walked over to go hit the wall and shoot at my.
Why didn't you make a scenario where
you did blow up my scarabs.
Yeah, I thought I did.
It's the stupid.
Thought I shot them.
Yeah, you blew up the scarabs, so he gets 3 points for grinding down.
That's what I thought.
These guys walked over. They tried to blast down my Doomark and did. What was it? 4 wounds to it?
Yeah.
That? I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
Yeah, like
Someone said.
it wasn't enough to blow it up.
No.
And then
Just
these
with shooting.
guys,
I think I
yeah,
did
in
5.
shooting, and then these guys walked over in combat. Oh, in magic, nothing happened, right? You got
All my
what?
wizards are dead.
But you got
Venus.
you got what is the spell again? The
Weaver Fates.
Weaver Fates and -1 to hit on these guys.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so Doomark's still alive. Zeraz actually survived the attacks. So she's got 3 wounds left. And yeah, he got, what was it, 3 points for grinded down because he blew up one of my Doomarks, and he got 3 points for, oh sorry, he got, yeah, 3 points for grinded down because he killed 2 models and I only killed 1.
3 banners.
And then 3 for banners and 3 for bring it down. So we're off to Necron's turn 5. So we just finished Necron's turn 5.
You don't have a banner there? Or did he
I do have a banner there. He planted a banner that my turn. I moved my Doomark over here. I'm hiding behind the building. This dude just planted a banner there. These destroyers walked across in here, charging onto the Terminators, shooting them, took them down to like 4 Terminators left, and then charged them and blew them all up. We're off to A Thousand Suns, turn 5.
It just got rained.
We just finished Thousand Suns, turn 5. These, what the fuck, the spawns came over and they did like a full-on stretch out to try and get both my Scorptech Lord and my Destroyer into the combat. In the shooting phase, those guys shot him for like 2 wounds and psychicked him down for another wound. And those guys over there psychicked these Scorptech Destroyers for 1 wound. In combat, he left my Doomark with 1 wound left. And he failed to. I did the -1 to wound my Scorptech Lord, and he's winning on 6s. And so that's the end of the game. Thanks for watching.